McGregor versus Mayweather gets
It's
the
happening.
punch-out treatment. No, well, the punch-out treatment happened. What a game. First of all, we need to play these old-school games. It's absurd that we don't. We need to play Punch-Out. We need to play NBA Jam on Fire Edition.
FIFA Street.
FIFA Street. My God. I want to play FIFA 98 where you can run away from the ref if I get a card.
Oh, that was the best.
So here's the video from Uprocks and obviously the game Punch-Out, so thank you for those minutes. It's about 3.5 minutes long. I cut it down to about 45 seconds. You get a piece of the first round, you get a piece of the third round, and of course all the good action that happens. Here is what will happen when McGregor fights Mayweather. See, the best part about that is, like, I wish they had, like, actual narration because that's, oh my God!
No,
Floyd's dead!
We need Mario to be the ring. Need Mario to be the referee in the ring. What a game. Brings back memories. Brings back fond memories.
What's
of
it
playing
like
this
being,
game.
like, 42 years old?
Well, let me tell you. It was a smoother time back when we were younger, and before all this PC liberal culture took over.
How was Nixon's era?
It was good. Nam, I was thrilled about that. You know, when people use the same, back in Nam, well, I was there. No, I wasn't.
I was Nam.
I was Nam. I'm only 20-something.
20?
So,
20?
I'm in my 20s. That's how you respond to things. Do you think a guy who's in his 30s could rock a turtleneck? Denny Hinksy.
No, I guess the only time you can do it is in your 20s or in your Bob Costas's.
Or in your Steve Jobs's.
Steve Jobs's.
Steve Jobs was.
See, you're probably okay because, like, you're gonna look back on your Instagram years from now and you're gonna go like, there's gonna be sometimes you're gonna go like, oh my God.
Yeah, of course.
But also your kids are gonna be like, I'm so embarrassed. This is my father.
Absolutely. So this is a thing that I heard on the radio, which was really interesting. It was Jimmy Kimmel was actually talking about it. Like, he looked back on the Oscars, right? And because he's hosting the Oscars, so he looked back 40 years ago to try and get some inspiration, and he was like, how did people think that was the right thing to wear, or reasonable? Like, the outfits didn't change as much, but the hairstyles and the demeanor was just so interesting.
Yeah, that's a big
and
one.
it's just, and he made a great point. Is like, how crazy is it to think that 30 years from now our kids are going to be looking back and being like, Dad, what the hell were you thinking back there? Because yeah, that's why what I do is I like to try and combine a little bit of fashion. Yeah,
I'm already prepared.
Well, you're going to be like looking back and you're going to be like,
years.
Dad, why haven't you changed clothes?
It did 25 years. I have been built to be 40.
But I like to combine like old classics because turtlenecks have never really been out. Neither will suits.
And they've never been in either.
No, they'll never go out. Suits have never been. I was born to live in the 20s, man. I should have been in the. I would have loved to shout suits.
Just no fair rights.
Yeah. It would have been. I would have. In fashion
You say
sense,
you're born to live in the 20s,
Yeah.
even though you're a white man. So of course you'd be happy to live in the fucking 20s.
I'm talking about just the fashion. Come on, people. Can we just have some light-hearted humor?
Corey, do you want to go live back in 1920? No, I don't think.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think we can get into. I'm just talking about fashion. All right. This is what Trump wants. What's everything?
What's the
to be serious?
In terms of the McGregor Mayweather Punch-Out, someone's got to make the UFC 2 version of McGregor.
Oh, I think they've got to, yeah. And they got to realize that Floyd Mayweather's pretty small.
Well, right. I mean, that's what's always so amazing is he's like him and Isaiah Thomas, superstar Boston Celtics point guard Isaiah Thomas, were standing next to each other, and I was like, oh my God, they're like the same. Like Isaiah Thomas is taller than him.
Of course he is. Yeah. Well, that's what I love when you watch basketball on TV and you see someone like Steph Curry and you're like, how's that little midget like doing so well? And then if you stand next to him in real life, you're like, wait. You're like
he's about 6'3", I think. He's got about 2 inches on you. You're 6'1"?
6'1", yeah.
Ran into Francis at the gym the other day.
Best
Didn't know
story.
it was Francis because I've only seen Francis not wearing a suit actually 3 times in my life. So
Tell him what you really meant. Is when you see me.
I go and I go,
He stares at me.
Oh,
he
it's
stares
Francis.
But this isn't like across the room. It's not like someone walks in
No,
and
I'm
you're
like right at the water
You're
fountain,
literally
2
right
feet
next to
away.
me at the water fountain, and you just stared at me for a good 5 seconds.
Oh,
I was like, wait, what? Does this
I
guy
didn't
not
know if it
remember
was
me?
you or not. What if I just said Francis and then I was like Eugene?
You're one of those bullies that talks to me when no one else is looking in work, and when we're outside in the real world, you don't even want to acknowledge me.
Not a chance.
This has went on tangents, but I'm sure
It's
there will
Oscar
be some
season.
nice editors
Oscar season.
cussing up. Yeah, the Oscar season is indeed. I do love the Oscar season, and we're doing our very best combined, I think, to watch every Oscar-nominated movie. We've worked our way through it. La La Land is still by far and away the best movie I've seen this year. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree, but hit us in the comments.
Passenger.
Hit us in the comments. Let us know what you think. What do you think of the Mayweather versus McGregor punch-out? What do you think of Real Madrid's court battle to try and unvilify, if that's a word, Pepe as Hannibal Lecter, and Steve Kerr ripping the players for their All-Star votes? TYT Sports on Twitter and on Facebook, and we'll see you guys soon.